Hey, what's up? Garlic chili chicken is the sleeper of the curry world. It's big in the UK, but it's never seen on menus anywhere else, which I think is a shame because it's one seriously tasty dish. My version has garlic 3 ways for extra garlicky goodness, and the best part is, with a couple of tricks you can make it in about half an hour. Let me show you how. Grab 3 nice fat cloves of garlic and slice them evenly, about a 1/16 of an inch thick. That's vitamin G the first way. This is a microplane, and it's great for prepping garlic. It's wicked sharp though, so be careful. 3 cloves should yield about 2 teaspoons of vitamin G the second way. As long as you have it out, hit it with a 1-inch knob of ginger to get you about 2 teaspoons grated. To make garlic chili chicken, grab a skillet, preheat it over medium-low, and add 4 tablespoons or 60 milliliters of neutral oil, then toss in a test piece of garlic. If you see little bubbles form immediately, you know the temperature is bang on, but be careful. If it starts to color up too fast, your heat is too high. And if nothing happens in the pan, your heat is probably too low. When you're happy with the temperature, add in the rest of the sliced garlic and cook, stirring constantly until the garlic turns golden brown, and then add in the grated garlic and ginger. Stir and cook for about a minute, then toss in the powdered spices. To make the spice mix, you'll need 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, a half teaspoon of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, a half teaspoon of garam masala, 1 teaspoon of kashmiri chili powder, and 1 teaspoon of dried fenugreek leaves, also known as kasoori methi. Do try to get the whole teaspoon of kosher salt in the bowl, and if anybody knows a way to get turmeric to play nice, please let me know. I'll fry the powdered spices in the oil garlic mixture for about a minute to release all those wonderful flavors and aromas, then hit the pan with 3 tablespoons of passata and give that a good stir and let it bubble for another minute. Next up is a little trick that makes silky smooth 30-minute restaurant-style curries possible. Chop up a couple of medium, plain old everyday yellow onions into large pieces, then separate them into paddles into a microwave-safe dish. You're going for about 2.5 cups or 600 milliliters total volume. Cover with cling wrap, punch a few holes in it to let the steam escape, and zap for 10 minutes at 70% power. The great thing about this approach is while the onions are cooking, you can get on with the rest of your prep. I like everything super smooth, so I pop them into a blender along with a cup of water or no sodium chicken stock and 2 tablespoons of a neutral oil, and then whiz everything up until it's all nice and smooth. I'll add half the onion puree to start and stir it until I get the oil to disappear into the sauce, then I'll fry everything for around a minute. I'm doing this because you can't get around frying onions. The microwave takes care of most of it, but you still have to go the final mile. When I see the oil start to come out of the mix, I'll add the rest of the onion puree and keep frying for around 3 minutes, stirring every minute or so to bring all that onion flavor home. I usually cover the pan at this point because this step can get a little messy. I like boneless chicken thighs cut into big bite-sized pieces for restaurant-style curries. The extra fat adds more flavor and it's more forgiving than chicken breast. White meat works too, but you really need to be careful not to overcook it. Do what makes you happy though. Cooking and eating should always be fun. You can probably see that the curry is quite thick at this point. That's by design. As the chicken cooks, it will release tasty juices to thin everything out to a nice saucy consistency. I'll bring this up to a lively simmer, cover, and cook for around 5 minutes or until the internal temperature of the chicken reaches 175 degrees Fahrenheit or 80 degrees Celsius, and then add vitamin G the third way. This is Indian garlic pickle, and it's an absolute flavor bomb. Spicy and garlicky and delicious right out of the jar. It's worth noting that different brands have different heat levels, so I like to start with about 2 teaspoons and creep up from there until I get the flavor and the fire that I'm looking for. To finish this off, toss in 5 or 6 cherry tomatoes cut in half, along with 2 or 3 coarsely chopped fresh green chilies. These are jwala or finger-hot green chilies. I get them at my Indian grocer, but you can substitute jalapenos or serranos if you can't get them. All that's left now is to hit it with a good sprinkle of finely minced cilantro and taste for salt. Perfect. This is just so good. There's no missing the garlic, but it's mellow and deeply flavored, and it works beautifully against the brightness of the tomato and the bite of the green chili. Garlic chili chicken curry. This is the one you should be talking about. If you've never tried it, you really need to fix that soon. And while we're on the subject of trying new things, if you want to make another 30-minute curry that would go great with this one, check out this video. If you made it this far, thank you for watching the video. I really would appreciate a like, it would help me out a lot. And remember, life's too short for bad food.